Well, hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Air Legends, and today I am back with another series that will be What If Naruto Was a Silent Prodigy? Well, I wanted to do this series for a long time, but I finally decided to do it today. So now, let's get into this video. In a remote location, one can see a boy who was in a room that was completely destroyed, as it was the third time the villagers destroyed his house and everything in it was broken, and Naruto entered it as he sighs after seeing what happened through the small compartment that was given to him by the third Hokage. As he sighs, this kid was no older than 4 years old, as he was thinking that why people do these things, what do they get after doing so, do they feel any better, as he was thinking as an ambu arrived there and saw how bad the compartment actually was. It was none other than Kakashi, as he sighs and reported back to the third Hokage and told him that the compartment of Naruto is broken once again. Third Hokage was angry at the villagers that they destroyed the compartment once again. They destroyed the apartment once again. But he cannot do anything about it, as they cannot just kill those people who did so. But he thought that they will be punished and told Kakashi to investigate about it. And he got to the Naruto house, as Naruto was on his bed lying, as third Hokage entered and saw how bad the condition actually was. As he went to Naruto's room and said, "Well, Naruto, it seems that you're okay." As Naruto looked towards third Hokage and said, "Yeah, old man, I seems good, but it seems that this apartment is not doing so well." As third Hokage smiled a little to the small kid that was in front of him, as Naruto sat back and said, "Well, you want anything? Well, I cannot serve you well. You know, my apartment is quite broken." As third Hokage said, "Well, I don't need anything," as he sit beside Naruto. As Naruto was just looking down, as third Hokage said, "Well, Naruto, don't worry about it. I will give you new things and your apartment will be recovered." As Naruto said, "Well, I was not thinking about that. There are not a lot of things here that help me, but I was wondering about different things." As third Hokage raised an eyebrow, as Naruto said, "Well, I was wondering how these people treat me, and was thinking that if they treat others like me." As he looked towards third Hokage, as third Hokage said, "No, Naruto, they are just people are like these. When they don't understand something, they decided to hate it. But you don't worry, this will not happen again. I will put some ambu so that they can protect you, and whoever do this again will be punished according to the laws of Konoha." Naruto said, "Okay, well, I was thinking that I should start to train for some time, because I have nothing better to do. Children of my age don't want to play with me because their parents don't let them to do so." As third Hokage was feeling bad for the little kid who did not even had friends to play with. As third Hokage said, "Well, Naruto, you should try making some friends. I'm pretty sure that there are people in the Konoha who will be your friend." As Naruto smiled at this, as third Hokage finally stood up and told Naruto that he is going to leave. So he is pretty sure that Naruto will be able to do just fine. As Naruto nodded and third Hokage leave, but unknowing to all of them, Naruto inside was a genius, As he was thinking, his mind was like a Hokage, just like Itachi, in the age of 4. As he was thinking that why people treat him like this, as finally he decided to train for himself so that he can protect himself and the ones who are precious to him. As the next day arrived and Naruto finally decided to go to library. Luckily for him, librarian was a good person and he did not mind Naruto at all. As Naruto decided to read books because he wanted to know the shinobi history, and for the long time he spent most of the time of the day in the library, as he did not mind anyone, even though in the library people were giving him glares, but he did not mind it. As the time passes, one day Naruto pondered upon a book which was known as the Uzumaki clan. As Naruto said, well, I am an Uzumaki. It is about my clan. As he opened the book and started to read it, and he read everything about the Uzumakis who have a great life form and a great body who can heal quickly, as well as their allot chakra. And it was all written about their Kekkei. When Naruto heard Kekkei, as he read everything about the chakra chains, and he was amused and said, well, if I am an Uzumaki, I can use chakra chains. So he decided to practice on that. For the remaining time, he decided to learn a lot of things about the Uzumakis and saw that how they were great at sealing techniques. He was sad when he learned that Uzumaki clan was destroyed in the Second Great Ninja War and 3 villages attacked a single village to take him down, and he was quite sad about it, but now he cannot do anything about that. So now he can only train to protect himself and the one who are precious to him. As the time passes on and Naruto trained for 3 years, because of the limited resources and not knowing how to use his Kekkei properly, he was only able to pull off 4 chains from the back, and he was quite good with them. And now Naruto was 8 years old. In this time, Naruto also learned that how Uzumaki clan, the first Hokage's wife, Mito Uzumaki, was the Jinchuriki of the 9 tails, and after her, Kushina Uzumaki became the Jinchuriki. And now one day, when Naruto was in the Hokage office, he saw the photo of 4th Hokage, as he noticed the similarity between himself and the 4th Hokage, and he always was wondering that if he was the son of 4th. And when he learned that Kushina Uzumaki was the Jinchuriki of the 9 tails, as all of this was clicking in his mind as he started to do research if the 4th Hokage had any wife and if it was Kushina Uzumaki, and finally he found the information that he needed from some elder people, as he was able to find out that the 4th Hokage was quite close to Kushina Uzumaki and she was the last Uzumaki in the village. So he was finally able to figure out that he was the son of 4th Hokage and Kushina Uzumaki, as he was quite happy. But he also realized that he was the Jinchuriki of the 9 tails, because if Kushina was the Jinchuriki and she died at the 9 tails attack, so his father must have sealed away QB in him, because QB cannot die. So the only way to defeat him is to seal away the chakra and the soul of the 9 tails. This information breaks Naruto, but still he was able to gather himself. In the meantime, in the main timeline, Naruto took after his mother's personality, but this time Naruto took after his father's calm nature as well as prodigy genes, as he was a prodigy in himself, but One day he confronted Hiruzen and said, well, Hiruzen came to his house as he was here to give him monthly allowance. As Naruto said, well, Lord Third, when was you going to tell me that I was the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails? When Hiruzen heard that, he was shocked. He was speechless and said, Third Hokage said, Naruto, who told you that? As Naruto said, don't play with me, Lord Third. It was first a guess, but your reaction proves it even more. Well, I was always suspicious, you know. I'm the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails. The people treatment towards me proves that even more. So it is not hard for me to find it out. As Third Hokage sighs, as Naruto said, well, it is to be expected because I am the son of the fourth Hokage, and who would he choose when he cannot even choose his son to be a sacrifice for the village? Third Hokage once again was surprised again as he asked Naruto, how did he find out that? As Naruto said, well, you have to be blind for not noticing that. You know, blonde hairs, blue eyes, and I was the only child born on that day. So it was quite easy for me, and I also know that my mother is Kushina Uzumaki, and she was the wife of fourth Hokage. Not many people know that, but I was able to gather information. Third Hokage was amazed at the 8 years old child who was just entered into the academy and how genius he actually was. The top S rank secrets, 3 S rank secrets were revealed by this 8 years old that not even the elite Jonis could figure out. As Naruto said, well, I was training for a long time and I am able to use some of my chakra chains. So, do you know any person who can help me with that? Hiruzen sighs. Now, nothing surprises him. Even the chakra chains? Hiruzen thought as he looked towards Naruto and said, sorry Naruto, we don't have any other Uzumaki who can teach you how to use your chakra chains. So, you have to figure out that on yourself. As Naruto said, yeah, I can make 4 chains, but it is hard for me to make more. Hiruzen said, what? You can make 4? Well, who am I kidding? You are a genius, Naruto. Naruto smiled and asked Hiruzen for a favor. Hiruzen said, okay Naruto, you can ask anything. As Naruto told him that he is a little short of money and he wants some of the money, so can he gather weapons like kunai and shuriken, and people always give him things expensive or double of their original price. As Hiruzen sighs, as Naruto gave him a paper on which some things were written. As Naruto said, well, I know that you will be given discount, so would you like to borrow these things from me? As Hiruzen said, okay Naruto. Naruto said, well, I have checked my chakra natures and I have affinity for 3, wind, lightning and fire. So, would you mind giving me some scrolls? I want to train with those. As Hiruzen sighs, that now nothing surprises him about this child. A child of 8 years old who just entered the academy already know how to channel chakra and had already know about his chakra natures. As Hiruzen said, okay Naruto, these things will be given to you in due time. Now I shall take your leave. As Naruto said, okay. As Hiruzen stood up and went off to the Hokage office. In the time he was thinking, Minato, Kushina, your son will be a fine shinobi one day. As he smiled. And now, knowing that this child is a genius prodigy, as he went off, as he gave some of the scrolls to Naruto about wind techniques, the D rank of course, but some higher levels such as wind bullet and the wind gale palm and wind breakthrough. As for the fire, he gave him scroll for the fireball and the fire phoenix jutsu. And as for the lightning, he just knows how to channel some of the chakra in a blade as Hiruzen gave him that so that he can train. But in the meantime, in Academy, Naruto was the dead lost, as he knew that people hated him, especially the council, and if they find out that Naruto was a prodigy, they will try their best to stop the demon getting any stronger. It was for Naruto a pain in ass because he had to hide his strength and the person who make the most fun of him was Sasuke Uchiha. But he changed after the Uchiha massacre. But still, there were many loud mouths in academy such as Sakura. In this time when Naruto was 4 years old, he was heading back to his house when Naruto was 5 years old, let's just say he was 5, as he saw a girl was being bullied. The girl has a blonde hair and some of the kids were bullying her as Naruto went towards them and said, "You guys, stop! What are you doing to let that girl?" As one of the bullies said, "Huh, it seems that it's a demon brat." As the other said, "Yeah, we shall add him to beating as well. It's been a time since we had our hands on that demon." As one of the bullies rushed towards Naruto trying to grab him. But Naruto dodges him easily as he was training a little and kicked him on his stomach as the kid felt that kick quite hard as he clenched his stomach and kneels down as one of the bullies said, "You demon, get him," as the other two attacks Naruto. But Naruto dodges them quite easily, kicking the other one on his face and punching the other on gut and started to beat some of them up as the leader dashes towards Naruto with a kunai on his hand as he was an academy student. But Naruto was easily able to dodge him and defeated him quite easily even though he was 5 years old. He was training for some time, so he was good at these things. And then Naruto walked up to the blonde hair girls and put his hand towards her as she took the hand and stood up and thanked Naruto. That girl was none other than Ino, who was getting picked up because by those bullies, and she was grateful for Naruto as she had a little crush for Naruto in the academy. In academy, Naruto pretended to be the dead last of the academy and the loud mouth, and he was just not showing people his true power. But there were some people, or you can say the friends of Naruto, such as Shikamaru Nara, and who knew that Naruto was pretending as sometimes he watches. And there was another girl who knew that Naruto was doing so, but she did not understand why Naruto did so, and it was Ino who stalked Naruto time to time and saw how hard he trains, and she saw that Naruto using the fireball jutsu and his tai jutsu. So she knew that Naruto is stronger than this and he was just pretending to do so. He was a weakling. So, but she did not understand why Naruto was doing so. But she still likes Naruto anyways, as she became quite good friends with Naruto and Shikamaru and Choji and became the part of the group. In this time, there happened a lot of matches in which Naruto just pretended to be the dead loss, and finally 4 years have passed and Naruto has mastered the multi Shadow Clone Jutsu, Wind Style, Gale Palm, Wind Style, Wind Bullets, the Lightning Style, Lightning Bolt. It was a, you can say, the yellow ball of lightning as he hits a person, and then he can channel the chakra of lightning into his sword. And then in the last, it was Fire Style Fireball Jutsu, Fire Style Fire Phoenix Jutsu, as he can channel some of the fire chakra in his sword as well. He was already an elite Chunin level, being able to train even with third Hokage time to time. As he explained his theory to the third Hokage, who also agreed with Naruto that he should pretend it because it would give him even more paperwork and he did not want to deal with council as well. Then finally, it was time for the graduation exam as Naruto finally woke up and said, "Today is a new day." As he took a bath and this time he did not wear his orange jumpsuit. Instead, he wore black ambu pants and on top of it, he wore black sleeveless shirt and then there was a little orange like fire on his arm and he took out a katana and took it on his back and went towards the academy. The academy. He was quite early to the academy and he took a seat near the window and started to look, the anime critical characters. You just have to look out of the window. That's how. He was just looking out as Shikamaru came, as he noticed Naruto and the new outfit and took a seat on his own as the students started to came there. As all of them came and finally all of Iruka came and said, "Okay guys, now take your seat and be silent." As all of them followed the order of their sensei and took their seats and then Ruka said, "Okay, today is the day of the graduation exam. Some of you might pass and some of you might not be able to do so, but I just want to say this. I am proud of you guys." And then Mizuki came and distributed the papers among all of them. Most of the people were surprised to see the new outfit that Naruto had, but they did not give him any mind. Even Sasuke noticed it, especially the katana that Naruto had, and he had a little interest for that katana. But anyways, Mizuki put a genjutsu on Naruto's paper so that he can fool him, as Naruto easily saw through the genjutsu and released it because he already knew that Mizuki hated him. And then the papers were returned and after some time Iruka collected the papers and took them off. And then he came back and said, "Alright guys, now it's time for the shuriken test. Now come out of the room." As all of them went off. As all of them gave their tries and then it was time for the Sasuke Uchiha. As Sasuke said, "Alright, that should be easy." And he threw the kunais at the same time as 9 of them hit the dead center and only one of them missed the highest scoring area. As Ruka said, "Well done Sasuke, you got 9 out of 10." As all of the fangirls started to scream in joy, cheering Sasuke. And then Iruka said, "Okay, Naruto Uzumaki." As Naruto started to walk towards the ground, as Sasuke said, "Be bad, dope." As Naruto just decided to ignore him as he went towards the ground. As he picked up all the kunais and then he just made a cross sign, X sign, as Sasuke narrowed his eyes because he knew that style. That was the Uchiha's kunai style, as he threw all the kunais at the same time as all kunais hit each other and hit all of the dummies dead in center, shocking everyone. Even Iruka had his jaw on the ground as Sasuke was teasing his tears. As Iruka said, "Well done Naruto, you got 10 out of 10." As he congratulated Naruto, as all of the fangirls started to scream that Naruto cheated and he can never be better than Uchiha. But Naruto just decided to avoid, or you can say ignore, all of them. As he walked up to stand, as Sasuke was staring daggers at Naruto, that how did this dope did better than him. As then, now it is time for the next test for the transformation jutsu, as Sasuke did so. And then the clone jutsu, as Sasuke made 4 clones of himself, as all of them tried their best. Now it is time for Naruto Uzumaki, as Ruka said, okay Naruto, you have to pass 3 tests. The substitution jutsu, the clone jutsu, and the transformation jutsu. First, the substitution jutsu, as he throws a kunai towards Naruto, as Naruto replaces himself with a nearby chair. And Ruka said, well done Naruto. Now it is time for the transformation jutsu, as Naruto said, okay. And he made the sign of the transformation jutsu and transformed into the third Hokage, as Ruka nodded. Then Ruka said, okay Naruto, it's the final exam. If you passes this, you will become a shinobi. As Sasuke and others were staring at Naruto, hoping for him to fail, because all of them knew that Naruto was not good at the clone jutsu at all. As Ruka said, okay Naruto, just try your best. As Naruto said, okay. As he made hand signs, and then suddenly 20 clones, the perfect clones of Naruto, appears, as shocking all of them there, as Ruka had his jaw on the ground, as well as Mizuki was staring at Naruto in anger, as how did this he performed that jutsu. As Naruto, to prove his superiority, Naruto said transformation jutsu, as all the clones transformed into first Hokage, second Hokage, third Hokage, fourth Hokage, Iruka, even Mizuki, and other peoples that Naruto knew, such as the ramen guy. As Iruka was surprised, he knew that the clone jutsu cannot transform. This must be shadow clones. As he said, Naruto, how did you learn that? That is an S rank jutsu. And this statement surprised everyone there. Naruto just smirked and said, well, Iruka sensei, do I pass? Ruka said, yeah, you pass. As he went to take his seat, as Sasuke was staring at him, that how did he did better than him. As then, after some time, Iruka came to the class and said, okay guys, you guys did well. Some of you passes and some of you were not able to do so. But don't lose hope. And you can always try next year. As Ruka said, alright, this year's Rookie of the Year is Naruto Uzumaki, and the Konoichi of the Year is Ino Yamanaka. As all of them were shocked, Kiba stood up. What? How can the dope of the class be the Rookie of the Year? He should be the dope, the dead last. As Iruka said, well, actually Kiba, you are the dead last of the academy, since you had the most less marks. As everyone started to laugh at Kiba. Kiba said, no, I am not the dead last. He's the dead last. I don't accept this decision. As Sasuke stood up, yeah, I don't accept it as well. I am an Uchiha, an elite Uchiha. I demand a duel for the Rookie of the Year between him and me. As Iruka looked towards Naruto, Naruto had his eyes closed. As Naruto said, well, I reject it. As Sasuke sees his tears and said, what? What do you mean by that? As Iruka said, sorry Sasuke, if he can't accept your challenge, so the title cannot be given to you. As Sasuke was angry, as he walked up to Naruto and said, listen you dope, I demand a duel between us. I challenge you, so that I can prove that I am superior to you. You are just a dope who got just lucky. I'm pretty sure of that. As Naruto opened his eyes and said, get lost. As Sasuke was angry, and finally Sasuke said, oh, you are just a weakling and you are afraid that I will beat your ass. So, what it is going to be, Uzumaki? As Naruto said, you are such a nuisance, Uchiha, but it seems that you are not going to let me go off, so I will beat you up. Don't cry when I beat you up, Uchiha. As Sasuke said, in your dreams. As Naruto said, I accept the challenge. As Iruka said, okay. As the whole class went out to see the battle between Naruto Uzumaki and Sasuke Uchiha, as all of them were expecting for Sasuke to beat Naruto to a bloody pulp because Sasuke was the strongest in the class and Naruto never won to him. As Ruka said, okay, now start the battle. As to prove his superiority, Sasuke dashes towards Naruto, try to deliver a punch on his gut, but Naruto easily dodges it as Sasuke saw it and he moved back to deliver a kick, but then Naruto just sit down. As Naruto was dodging all of his attacks like they were nothing, as Naruto caught the fist of Sasuke that was coming towards his face and flip him around and kick him so hard, sending him flying to the tree. As everyone was surprised to see the sheer strength behind that tree, as Naruto said, well, is that all the great Uchiha clan has to offer? How pathetic. As Sasuke said, what? How dare you? As he made hand signs for the fireball, five-star fireball jutsu as a great fireball dashes towards Naruto. As everyone saw that the fireball hit Naruto dead on, as Ruka said, well, it seems that Sasuke got him now. As all the girls were cheering for Sasuke as Sasuke smirked. When the dust clears, they saw that Naruto was not even there, as Sasuke was looking for him here and there. He was not able to find him anywhere, as Naruto already decided now to humiliate Sasuke, as suddenly a hand came on his feet, grabbing him and pushing him towards the ground, as it was the headhunter jutsu, as Naruto came from the opposite side and said, well, talk about the improvement. Now you see, you look quite better in that place. The place you rightfully belong, Uchiha, under my shoes. As Sasuke got angry at this and said, you damn dope. What did you do to me? Naruto said, it is known as the headhunter jutsu. It is known to execute people by doing so. You know, you are just defenseless. And he unsheathed his katana and placed it on the neck of Sasuke and said, well, I can defeat you anytime I want. Now, what will it be, Iruka sensei? Do I win the battle, or I should win it permanently by forcing some of the blade tape on the Sasuke neck? As Iruka said, now Naruto, stop. You have clearly won the battle, and you are the rookie of the year. As Naruto said, okay, as he placed his katana back, as Sasuke said, where are you going, dope? Release me from here. As Naruto said, do it yourself, Uchiha. As the fangirls were screaming at Naruto for doing something like this to their precious Sasuke-kun. That is quite funny actually. Well, anyways, as then, one of the Iruka and another student, or a fangirl, put Sasuke out from the ground as Sasuke was angry. As Naruto was walking, as Sasuke quickly made hand signs of the fireball and released his jutsu towards Naruto. As Naruto looked back to see a big fireball was coming towards him, Naruto said, not again. As he also made hand signs of the fireball as the Naruto's fireball totally overpowered Sasuke once, surprising all of them. And then Naruto made chakra chains which wrapped around Sasuke all over, surprising Iruka and most of the people there. Sasuke said, what? As Naruto slammed Sasuke to the ground, knocking him out in just one slam. And all of the people there were shocked. But for Shikamaru and Ino, who already knew that Naruto was hiding his true strength and he was saving this for now. As Iruka said, it seems that he is unconscious, as he put Sasuke on his back and went towards the hospital so that he can have some treatment from the hospital. And Naruto was declared to be the rookie of the year as Ino approaches Naruto and said, well, Naruto, you did quite good. I knew that you was hiding your power and It seems that we are going to be on a team, as Naruto smiled and said, well, I am looking forward to be in your team. As Shikamaru said, huh, what a drag. As Naruto said, okay, Shikamaru, well, if you guys like to on a go on Ichiraku Ramen, my treat, as Ino quickly nodded, and Shikamaru said, well, it's quite a drag, but okay. As Naruto, Ino, Shikamaru, all and Choji, even Choji tag along, and all of them went to the Ichiraku Ramen, as all of them had already gotten their headbands. Okay guys, here I will love this part. Hope you guys like it. Please like and subscribe this channel so that I can make more part of this type of series, and especially subscribe because I can seriously use some subscribers, as there are 60% people who don't subscribe and watch the series. So it would be a request if you guys subscribe as well. That will help me and you guys as well a lot. Okay guys, peace.